Please excuse yourself, Mr. Lulin.
I'm allergic to bullshit. As he
Of course
currently
you
is
are.
reading one of the newspapers. Alrighty, solved. And he looks at the newspaper all funny like, and it is just like exposition times.
Mhm. Last, let's review for last class. Last time, Class 7 had just made their way back to Silverquill, after which they saw the riding of a ginormous red dragon to Silverquill Academy, signaling the hallowed Dreadnoughts' return. After returning to their campus, they found out that the Mage Tower games had began, and classes from all over had come over to Silverquill to begin this event. You walked around and talked to some very interesting people. Pittus meeting another Starborn. Cal seeing some old and potentially new friends. Lulin getting involved with some Dark Elves that seemed at least mildly racist. And Reese going behind all this and kind of being the subject T, or what was the nickname again? The subject.
Specimen.
Yeah, you're both species.
Yeah.
Afterwards, you retired to your room, in which you woke up for the next day to take your first exam, in which I actually fucking graded you.
I'm still molding about that.
Felix popped off.
C- for Felix and Reese.
Reese takes those.
Yeah, Cal, one of the few people to store 100. I believe Lulin also got 100, and Reese, Pitsis had A+, but not 100. So sad. Afterwards, it came time to select your dragons, which I did a few random rolls, except for one of you, if I remember. And then you selected partners, and that is where our story begins. Let us start off with let's roll a d5. 1d5. Alright, Kyle was first, then it was Reese, Pittis, Felix, and then fuck, who do I have as 5? Oh, it's Volteris is 5. You know what? Lulin and Reese, you have just received your bronze dragon. Age. It's kind of almost cold to the touch, metallic shine to it. It doesn't seem to be moving at all, but even in your arms, Lulin, you can tell Reese is not lifting this thing because it would break his back. So you're carrying most of the weight.
I think it would break also his arms and his legs.
He would just become broken.
He would turn into a pile of sludge.
Lulin is going to go. Are you even lifting?
Well, yeah. Reese looks like he's struggling. Like his face is already like flushed red a little bit. And he's barely lifted any of it.
You two kind of set it down as like it slams on the desk in front of you, Lulin.
And then from there, Lulin is just going to go, okay, as he pops his back. Okay, we need a. Do we have any spare wheelbarrows?
I think Cal only had one, and that's Cal's wheelbarrow. So,
to be fair, Cal isn't exactly using the wheelbarrow anymore, and he kind of is using it for his own egg.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Reese said that. Is like, well, Cal's using. You're probably gonna use that.
And so, Sir DM, is there like in this universe are baby carriages actually like a thing yet, or is there ones
Uh,
that are been made for dragons?
you
Our
don't know
professor
yet. You
providing
know
us
there would
something
be
to carry this
baby
with.
carriages, but you didn't see that Ambrose is like slowly beginning to pass out these forms for the midterm.
Mm-hmm.
So you're currently just holding on to a dragon right now, unknowing what to do with it.
Mm.
You do know there are baby carriages, but I think this might break one or two,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
3.
maybe.
The third one might crack.
You think
So
some
then-
of the guys in the welding and what's it called, SOP class might be able to design a carriage for this little being?
Reese kind of shrugs at you. I've never been down to meet anybody at the shop before.
Hmm.
You do know there is a mechanic store, so maybe for that later.
Okay.
So we slowly kind of turn the camera to you, Felix, as nestled between you and Urza Matot is your, let me check it in, the Sapphire Gem Dragon. This one almost completely blinds you, as like it's glowing in its radiance.
All of these dragon eggs, they're all should be the same ease of raising, right?
Urza Matot
Not
looks
really.
at you.
Some eggs are bigger.
Yeah, as like almost dumbfounded that you would say that, as a slam of papers hits you right in front of your desk, and Ambrose kind of looks at you. Not at all, dear Mr. Gallagher. In fact, there are special things determined by each dragon age that I hope you will read about in your midterm.
Yeah. I'll adjust to look
I
at
too.
the paper.
Mhm.
Oh, there's a part 2. Fuck.
Yeah, bitch. This is midterm.
Oh, I gotta.
Welcome to class, motherfucker. So, as like you trying to read those over, Urzmatot is like, he's like standing there, like he reads some real Twitch, and then like he stops and pauses, like, oh, I do not have room for this in my. That's not Urzmatot's voice. I do not have room for this in my room. It is too big.
I mean, if you trust me, I can have it in my room. I think I could fit this easily.
Kind of looks down at you. He looks down at your test trade. Right.
I'm trying to read right now, okay? I just don't want to fuck this up.
And bro's kind of like past your shoulder. It is alright, Felix. We just do not break it. As he continues to move around the room.
Oh, you can break them?
Oh yeah, they're fucking AIDS, my man.
They're dragons.
Ambrose kind of slowly walks up the stairs to you, Pitsis, as like you see Clive kind of force it on his back, and you see like it's kind of, you know, it's actually very dull right now, like how you would see, I don't know, iron be dulled after the years, and it's kind of just like a white eggshell type of color. No really glamour to it currently.
Yes.
And Ambrose kind of like, you know, puts the papers in yours and Grayson's hands and goes, "That is a very mysterious age. One of the most rare." And he kind of looks to at Cal's age as well. You two made sure to take care of that.
Will do. I have no intention of failing this hatchling.
Okay.
Yeah, Drayson kind of looks towards you, Pitsis, and like he's kind of worried as you see like Clive, Clive slightly like hopping around, but it's a very balanced robotic hopping.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't really move that much, but it moves just enough to worry him. Pitsis, right?
That is what people tend to call me, yes.
How safe is this? Clive.
The goat? Well, I built him so pretty.
Is he gonna be our baby carriage?
Do you want to carry that thing?
Kind of looks at you. You can see he's at least decently strong, but it's like a 12 out of strength, not like a 16. I think I'm good for now.
That's what I thought.
And then you kind of like see he rubs his chin. You said you wanted to build a container for it, right?
That's what I do.
How much money would you need? See,
Yeah.
kinda, what are you making it out of, bro?
Well, the thought was basically like a cart sort of situation with the heating coil and humidifier.
So like standard iron and steel, right?
Yeah.
How big are we talking?
How big's the egg?
It's big. It's about good. Let's check this. Good 3.5 feet.
So that would probably be like is that in height or width?
That is in height.
So that'll probably be 4 feet by 4 feet by, 4 feet tall. And it's like she's just doing some quick calculations. Maybe
moves online.
3 feet square of a space. But it's not going to be solid, obviously, because this thing needs to be in it. So hollow. I guess probably, I don't know. She's just going to give like a X number of materials.
It's probably ranging somewhere from like good 800 to 1,000. I'll say that.
1,000 pounds?
1,000 gil.
Oh, 1,000 gil.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Gil, pounds. Well, what's the difference?
I meant pounds as in like weight, like how much metal.
Oh
I need.
no. Yeah. Bro, we'll calculate that later, but I'll say 800 gil for now.
Okay, cool.
Kind of looks to you. He nods. You see, he pulls out his wallet. You see, he kind of like counts 1 platinum, 2 platinum, 3 platinum. You know what? And like you see, like he just pulls out his bag, and you see like a good, like 900 platinum in the bag as he slowly begins to tittle it out.
Rich boy. Forgot about that.
I am the prince of this country, so
Yeah, well,
we'll discuss
that's
that
not always
later.
a factor in my books.
Alright. With that, Ambrose kind of moves over to use Tal with the Xanther as he kind of like rubs your shoulder and is like, "Yeah, we got this." And Ambrose puts the papers down in front of you, Tal, and Xanther kind of like looks at it. He like shakes his head. I cannot take care of this. Oh wait, that's not. I cannot take care of this.
Cal shrugs. I mean, I already took care of, Munch. I can take care of this. Though I do expect you to pull your weight when it comes to the hatchling.
That's what you call it, right? Yeah, the once it hatches or once it develops. He kind of looks at you.
He just Cal just looks towards the egg. Well, right now it's an egg, but there's a hatchling inside, and, well, I'm gonna expect you to pull your weight in making sure it develops to term.
Don't worry. I'll feed it enough protein powder to make it the strongest dread, and I'll create a workout routine for it. And Ambrose kind of like slaps his face.
It's an egg.
Yeah, and eggs need protein. I mean, they are protein, but you know, how much protein would a dragon egg be?
Cal just slowly puts an arm around the egg. And, like, you can see Monch is, like, starting to stare at Xander, less like friend and more like food.
Ambrose kind of like, he flits the back of the head of Xanther, and like a little bit of fire kicks out, and you're like, oh. And then Bro's like, you will not be eating this. I do not care if it provides you enough protein, Xanther, but this is your midterm. With your current grades, I would hope you do well on this, especially considering your partner right now. And Ambrose kind of looks to you, Cal, is like, yo, you're with the athlete right now. Have fun.
Cal shrugs. Eh. Anything I should know specifically about taking care of this kind of egg? Because I've already have experience with Monch, but obsidian eggs are a bit rare for where I'm from.
I will go over it in the when I start talking about it in front of the class, but this and your Pixis egg are, well, they are the first that I've ever thought about or even learned about. I just learned their names today, so this will all be a learning process for us.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Ambrose kind of goes to the back, his podium, yeah, that's what you fucking call it, and begins his lecture on your midterm. And let's do some basic shit. So you all have a different type of dread. None of you got chromatic, so that is quite good for you.
Why?
Those things. So basically, you're gonna need to build a baby pod, motherfucker. You need an incubation chamber.
Way ahead of you.
Chromatic dragons need their specific type of element in that chamber. So since none of you have it, you don't have to worry about that. Now, each one is different, of course. You know, none of you have the same. You're going to have to take care of this egg, keep it warm, keep it moist. If it cracks or gets damaged in any way, you will lose a few points, of course. So, in your mightiest adventures, don't get it cracked. I think that's reasonable.
Can we technically, during our grand adventures, just drop it off to our NPC characters?
You can.
For the people
Hey.
who aren't.
What about the two of us that don't have NPCs?
Oh,
Well,
maybe...
I hope you take
Good
care
luck.
of it.
No. It's...
Welcome to the benefits of choosing an NPC.
Lame.
Yeah, Lulin and Reese, you're on full-time mom and dad duties.
Don't worry, you can trust
I call
the
Dad.
party.
I'm also dead.
Two dads.
Two dads, technically 3 dads because Raihan's also technically 4 dads because Toxin's also here. 4 dads. There's 4
No.
dads.
No, it's more like 2 dads and 2 estranged uncles.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 and 2/4 dads.
2.5 dads.
Yeah.
You have to keep it moist.
Raihan
For
and Lulu
gem
and
dragons.
Toxin make a collective.
You have to shine that motherfucker.
Which what?
I have to...
You gotta shine
Okay.
it. You gotta
What about-
shine it.
Why?
You know, you need to polish it like a gem.
Right.
I thought you
Yes.
meant like shine light on it or something. I was about to be like, I
No,
have the light
no.
cantrip.
I am light. All right, but
I
no.
am right. I
you
consume
have to
it.
shine it. Put some elbow grease in it, and then for you with the metallic one, but I had specific rules about metallic because they are, even though they are not the greatest. Oh yes, you gotta keep that on what we call insane heat.
Who was that directed at?
Lulin and Reese.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
Because just like metal, yeah, forge that baby.
We gotta forge that baby.
Have fun.
Yeah, forge that baby.
Gotta forge
Yeah.
that baby.
Lumen is just going to be going by going, alrighty, so we just take turns watching it while we put it in the fireplace.
When I mean heat, I mean forge heat.
What exactly is forge heat?
I'm talking.
How hot does metal melt?
Thousands of degrees Fahrenheit.
So you got to keep it like that's the default temp. You got to keep the baby blanket on.
Reese, who actually, I have Smith tools. I assume Reese has been to the school forge. I'm sure they have
Alright,
one at
for
least
brass,
once.
you gotta keep it at. Let's see. Oh yeah, right there. I'll put it in common area. There you go.
Okay, that's very high.
930 degrees Celsius.
Reese like thinks about how he's been to the forge once, and goes, "Well, school has a forge. Maybe we could use that."
Can I make a roll for magical stuff, like potential magic items that we could potentially use to assist?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Alrighty.
I have
any
spells,
of
but
that
none of
fucking
them are
thing?
worthwhile to help. I have chromatic orb, but that
Yeah,
will
oh yeah.
You
that
set it
was
on fire once and it breaks, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Again, Reese is the one who casts his spells. That's Raihan. Raihan could give 0 fucks about this egg.
I mean, prestidigitation seems quite good.
That keeps it warm.
Right,
makes
but
it
it's
a little
not
flame.
forge fire warm.
Not forge fireworm.
Alrighty, I only rolled an 8. I mean, that's still
Yep.
pretty decent.
I will give you a few continuous burning hands. Sure, should work.
Don't have that.
Not a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
So you also have to incubate it. It also has to have moisture.
Mm-hmm.
So
It needs moisture and to be as hot as a forge.
correct.
That sounds impossible.
Alright, Reese, so it
It's
looks
like
like
sprayed
we are
at once
going
with water.
to probably make a stop at the magic shop, and then we'll figure it out from there.
I don't
I
have
know-
any money.
Neither do I, but it should at least give us an idea about where to go.
I mean,
Wait a
we could
second,
always.
are there any classmates here that are familiar with Brass Dragons?
Cal?
Technically tells you that's the only one you got.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
a new fucking test for all of them.
Alrighty. So, Cal,
Yes.
when in
I am
your
not-
Draconic Order, did you ever kind of see special incubation tanks or incubation tools for dragons who require constant heat?
Are you a MILF clan?
You know those giant stoves they use? Those giant stone stoves they use to make pizzas in?
A pizza oven?
Yeah.
Think that, but very big.
Okay.
How big? Scale.
Cal looks around to the class. We're still in the same classroom, correct?
Yeah, and Bro's not finished his lecture yet.
Oh. I assumed that we
Uh,
were doing this after the lecture. My bad.
Yeah.
No. This is just me telling you for it right now. Hey, if you had it from a dragon, you have to put the incubation chamber in acid or poison or fire or ice. And if you have a
That would
gem,
be fun.
elbow grease. And if it's metallic, you gotta forge it. Because I'm not done yet. But yeah, you can continue this conversation.
Cal just looks around and says, "The thing you have to realize is that the order does not waste space. So the oven, singular, could incubate multiple eggs,
Oh.
but it would be about the size of the room?
I did not hit her. I did not.
Hmm.
You see the big circle part in the map where Ambrose's podium is?
Yeah.
Pulling up Roll20 now.
Yeah.
That's how big the main body of the oven would be. But that's just the main body where the eggs are. The rest of the thing would take up the entirety of the room.
You know what?
Remember-
I'm quite satisfied with my gem dragon pack.
Remember, my order breeds dragons and drakes in big numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have special one-on-one incubator ovens. Ours are more scaled toward rearing as many eggs to term as possible.
Alrighty. So Reese,
I wouldn't really know how to miniaturize that to take care of just the one egg.
We could go to the forge in town.
that's probably
There's that
your
nice
best bet.
dwarf man, Gare, there. Maybe we could ask him for help.
Yeah, it's probably something we can turn to. I figure we should probably check out the forge, see how much we could possibly get one that's already pre-made, or if we could, or if we're forced to DIY it.
With what money?
Huh?
With what money?
So I can offer tutoring classes for people who need it.
Reese kind of like blinks down it, and he goes, "Yeah, but we kind of need that now.
Hmm?
We need it now."
Then we just get a loan.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious.
I'm not. My dad said I shouldn't be taking out loans.
The Jane goes to the bench.
Oh my Lulin, I don't have a social security
It's like an
number.
episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, so
Last
Lulin's gonna go. Lulin's just gonna say like we possibly can't really. We can focus on figuring this out on a budget. And he puts both hands on Reese's shoulders, and he goes, "You wanted me as a partner? This is what I'm going to have to do to help make sure we both get A's and pass this class."
Okay,
This is-
but if
You don't
we have
need A's
if-
to get past
if
this
we
class.
have to take out a loan, you have to take out the loan.
We have to take
I
out the
don't-
loan.
I
We
can't
have
take
to
out a
take out-
loan.
Yes, we do.
I don't have social security number.
So yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
My brother does. I
Rose
don't.
gaslighting
Lulin,
him into having
Lulin.
a social
Mhm.
security.
Reese puts his hand on Lulin's shoulder. Lulin, you have to put your race on a social security number, on the social security card.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I can't do that?
Mm.
He like shakes you a little bit. I don't have a social security number.
Then Lulin, as he says that, he kind of like pulls his hand away, like he is shocked. And then from there, Lulin goes.
My brother has one, but
mm,
like,
so, mhm.
he glances at his sword. Not alive. He like glances at his
that
sword that he had
social
to leave.
security number is dead.
Is dead. He's like glancing at his like sword sleeve that's resting by the door because he has to leave it there when he enters the classroom. He's just
then
like,
from there, Lulin just
"Mm."
goes. I can't believe you're so eager to throw in the towel.
I'm not throwing in the towel. I already made a suggestion that doesn't require any money.
Mm-hmm.
We could go and ask
mm-hmm.
Gare.
You
a
have match
web-
items.
so
you can
a-
sell them.
A web.
No.
So
Oh my
a web woven together is harder to break.
All right.
What does
Become
that mean?
in debt with me together.
Become in debt. Yo,
No,
the
then I
day
can't go
debt
in debt
goes
with
in
you.
debt. Class 7 goes into debt.
Alright,
Class
then.
seven
Rose
goes into
kind
debt
of like
by-
raises his hands and is like, class. So,
Yeah,
for
kind of
this
having a moment here.
Reese nudges Lulin. Like, shut the fuck up.
And it goes, yeah, all right, fine.
For this midterm, this is not only based on how you will become at the end of these years, but yeah, this is not only a grade, but also something else. How well you perform on this midterm will be determined with our alliance with the Hallowed Dragon Cult on whether or not you are able to ride a dragon or attempt to ride one during the start of your second year. Depending on if you did a low grade, you will be stuck to the ground. A middle grade, you will have the capability to start, well, mount training. And if you get a higher grade, or in the top 5, there may be a chance that not only we work out a way for you to ride a dragon, but even get maybe something else for you. Perhaps a giant polar bear, or a... He kinda looks towards Reese, little-eyed weird, and then looks to Loon. Giant spider.
Reese is like looking really confused. He's like, "What? What's this guy on about?"
I do hope you all employ your best to taking to this midterm. And that will be all for class. Dismiss. And you see like some of the students kind of like get up and you know they all start leaving, and the NPCs with you stay.
I should probably think about looking out for a potential babysitter. Maybe a spider. A giant spider. We can
A
keep
giant
perched.
spider?
Yeah,
Where are we gonna get a giant spider?
I have ways. My cousin Terry owes me a favor. Anyways, let's go talk to the forge guys.
How are we gonna get the egg there?
Hmm?
How are we gonna get the egg there?
Oh right. Cal, can we borrow your wheelbarrow,
Nope.
please?
You see, Cal is just basically talking to Xander. Look, just keep an eye on this while I go get the wheelbarrow up. It's gonna be a lot easier for us to transport it that way. That's how I got Monch around before he hatched.
Oh, he's already using
Right, I remember seeing that around.
How heavy are these eggs, by the way? Sorry.
For your gem dragon.
Whoa.
Sorry,
that's a
I'm
pretty
grabbing a wheelbarrow for Cal.
That's a crazy wheelbarrow. It's actually
There you
it's
go.
metal too. Damn.
There.
Mhm.
So,
Bro's gonna-
for your gem dragons, it's not that. It's like good 20, 30 pounds.
Oh, that's
For
not
the
too bad.
metal one, for the metal one back there, you're breaching 80.
Yo.
Reese is just like, you know, if my brother were here, he'd probably be able to lift it.
I think most people. I mean, that's he's.
It
Reese
doesn't help
can't
that it's
lift
a
shit.
round cylindrical object.
No, 80's quite a bit, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, Reese can barely lift up his textbooks. How's Bro supposed to lift up a fucking 80-pound egg?
So, for the rest of you, Pitsis and Felix, as Cal kind of walks out to grab his wheelbarrow, which I hope you can control. Pitsis and Felix, what are you two doing? Because, you know what, let's start with you, Pitsis. Because Grayson's like counting out the money that you need for this machine. And he's kind of seen, he's like heard a little bit of how Lulin is in debt, or is planning to be, and like he kind of just looks over and goes, Are they okay? The rest of your classmates seem to be wanting to go into debt.
Don't want to go into debt.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
figure themselves out.
Anyways, I was just more so saying that just to test you and how much you were willing to do that, or if you were willing to compromise your principles.
Reese doesn't have a social security number. He literally can't take out a loan.
Uh-huh. And then from there, Lillian is just gonna go, well, you're gonna have to probably carry the brunt of the weight, and we're gonna have to take turns. Anyways, we should probably get over there, like, ASAP. This thing's already cooling down.
I'll let Tim finish their thing first.
Yeah, I was. Alright. So, Grayson will hand you 80 platinum pieces.
80 platinum.
Yep. Which is precisely 800 gold.
Oh, yeah, to 10 to 1.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
That's fine. Yeah, you kind of see like all of it sprinkled down, and you see like some of the rest of the classmates are like turning around, and some of them are gawking at like just the blatant display of money that Grayson has done for you, Pitsis and Neos. All right, that should be able to cover it, right?
Probably gonna get mostly metals, figuring out what type of later. Maybe
All right.
glass. Maybe? I don't. What's the temperature this thing has to be at again?
I think we just have to keep it warm and incubated for now. Bit of humidity, and then after that, just polish it up as best we can. I'll stop by every other day. Is that all right? I still have my class president duties to do, and with
Cool.
Mage James, he kind of like rubs his head. It's a bit.
The point of this thing is that we don't have to touch it very much. However, if I have to leave, you're on babysitting duty.
All right. I'm in dorm 1, room 302. So if you need me, just come out there. All right.
Cool.
Kind of like lets you over and like he just nods as like he slowly heads out and leaves you with the lunar dragon age.
Cool.
All right. Felix, you and Urza Montage. You guys are kind of like Urza Montage's like pulling out numbers. He's like, all right, has to be this temperature for this long. Rubbed 3 times on this side. Rubbed 3 times on. I know that's not his voice. Rubbed 3 times on this side. Rubbed 3 times on that side, and then finally a clean white brush must be overlaid over it 17 times per second, 1.5 seconds. Did you get that, Felix?
Yes.
You lie.
Yes. I get it, but no. I get it. I can do it. I can do that.
I do not want a failing grade on this, Felix.
Yeah. Okay. So there. Okay. Let's talk about schedules first, though, because DM, is there any like upcoming battles up this week that we know about, or is it going to be like, hey, wake up, you're gonna go out and kill fucking a monster, have fun?
You don't know. You know Ambrose has not. You do know that you will have special assignments that do take you away for a while. You don't know when the next one is. Ambrose hasn't said that there would be one soon, but
It's implied because he always sends us on them in the most inopportune times.
Oh yeah. So it's literally up in the air for how long you're going to be available.
So, given my curriculum's track record of spontaneous assignments, I think by default I should take care of the egg as I have the bigger room, though I'll probably
Be right back. Gotta deal with laundry.
Okay.
have fun. Laundry? No. Fucking real bad. What was I talking about?
Your
Where to
schedules.
keep the egg?
Egg. Keeping the egg in my room. Is. Well, I don't know how your living situation is. When it's your turn to watch the egg and I have to leave, would you just want to just stay in my room and just watch the egg? I'd rather not just like throw this egg into your room and just have it be all cramped.
That is possible, but I would not be able to stay overnight.
Is that like a rule?
Yes.
How heavily do they enforce that rule?
You remember that Silverquill did die, and there was a month, yeah, like no, sorry, not a month, 2 weeks of very secure guard rotations of stuff, and that did not end anytime soon. So people are still banned from like going overnight. There's still accountability. Except for you guys. You guys are class 7, so you guys are
Because we're
exempt from
privileged.
sub rolls. Yeah. You guys are special.
How long's the track between me and our places?
There's about time to think to himself. It's about good. I'm in dorm 4. You're in. Where do? Well, no, he has visited you before. I was going to ask that. I have visited you before. It's a good 7-minute walk.
Oh, okay. That commute's not that bad. Is that okay? I. Fuck, that whole curfew thing's a real bitch.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
Don't you? No, it's some other year. Sorry. Fair enough. Do you? Wait, he's literally 7 minutes away? I thought he was like 30.
Campus that big? Not that big, bro. Plus, you
That's
guys
so
are
ridiculous.
asphyxiated in a very weird position. I will say that dorm 7 is in a very weird position of the campus. That's the word.
Do you have any sending stones? like-
No.
Okay, fair. I think the school shop should have some. I think we should. I'll get us some. Right, the school shop does have one.
Yeah, probably.
Sending stones are just basically pagers.
Okay.
Most likely.
How do you roll sending stones?
You send a 25-word message.
Is there like a use per day, or can I just spam them?
Does
There
it have
is no
to
use
rule
per
that?
day. You can spam them.
I thought raw.
Oh, they
used
can't be
limit.
used again until next dawn.
Yeah. Do
I
you want
lied.
to keep that rule?
I do want to limit you guys, and you already have the orbit between each other, so
Yeah,
But
but how can I
other
get
people
don't
to
have
Urza
orbits.
Montag's
Yeah.
pants if I can't page him every fucking chance I get?
I will tweak that rule. Yeah. So it's like
Are
a
sending
once to
stones
call
really
day.
150 GP though?
I have no idea.
Okay, whatever.
I
I'm
didn't
guessing.
check, but who knows?
All right. I think. Yeah, I'll just in case. I'll get us some sending stones, just like if there's like an emergency or something, because I'd like for us to be able to communicate. Just in case, you know.
All right. I have treasurer duties to do, so I will meet up with you in 2 days.
Oh.
Or do you want to meet up tonight? Which one?
Doing anything tonight? I think tonight would probably be easiest. I'm just scared that like I'll just be on an assignment. Yeah. Do you have any polishing materials, or should I get that as well?
You should probably get that as well.
Okay. Why the
Alright.
fuck did this happen? I guess I'll see you later tonight at my place, your place.
Your place.
Okay. See you
Alright.
then.
With that, most of the other
Cadets.
students leave. Yeah, cadets. As you all kind of see everyone start to leave, Cal comes back in with the wheelbarrow as like it clumps against the wooden stairs, and Xanther's kind of like you see it in his arms as he's like slowly petting it. It's an egg, so it doesn't feel it exactly, but you do see whoever wants to roll can roll me animal handling as Xanther does pet it or caress it. or rub it. Whatever the magical word is.
Love on it.
Yeah.
What is fixing this animal? I forget.
This is god awful.
Oh, really fucking shit. Never mind.
My thing's floating. 15.
15. Okay.
What the fuck are we rolling?
Animal
Animal
handling.
Animal
Uh,
handling?
Let me check. I'm gonna do it under roll 20.
Oh,
'cause-
never mind. That's a 17.
Ooh.
Can I roll nature instead?
No.
Oh, you hate me.
Yes. That's problem.
I
Wait,
rolled
how
a
is it?
9.
No, so I would actually argue it should be nature because the creature isn't really sentient yet, or it could react to us.
Nature is the knowledge of natural animals. I'm rolling the animal handling because it's how an animal is being affected by the handling of Xanther right now.
I rolled a 9.
15.
Okay. So, what did you do, Lulin?
Rolling it now. $19.
Ooh, that's good. All right, so everyone who rolled above a 13 can see that even though, so that's everyone except Reese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Reese is not
like-
very wise, guys.
Reese is
Yeah,
not used to
as-
animals.
Reese
As
doesn't have any
Xanther-
experience with animals. They all hate him.
As Xanther does rub the aid, you don't see it kind of. It is a gem dragon, so the rubbing quality it does affect it more than the rest. But it does seem to have a positive effect as the aid slightly does rumble, just enough that you can see it shake just a little bit. So here's the other part to this. Yes, you can do this the most methodical, mathematical way you can. It is still an animal, though. It does want care. And the higher care you do, it might, when it becomes, your second year, and you see this thing again, it might have a happier disposition to you than if you took a mathematical approach to it. Just so you know.
Zamatok for me the distant father? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, baby.
Distant
You
father.
chose the class ace, and he is fucking stupid about animals. Well, he's technically the second class ace. Nora's the current class. Yeah, whatever.
Damn, I think I only have second. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Nora
yeah,
single?
yeah. Yes. Yes, she is. I have to check my
Thank you
notes
for
for
this
that.
information. I'm not going to do anything with it, but I guess it's something.
But yeah, Cal, you kind of slowly come back, your wheelbarrow in tow as you see Xanther pet it, and it does shake just a little bit. And what would you like to do?
Alright, keep it up. Keep it up. The dragon reacts positively to shows of affection like that. Just don't get too overzealous with it.
Xanther kind of looks at you. What? I was just treating it like a cat.
Reese's
I
cat
mean-
looks up from his shoulder.
I mean, you're not on the wrong track. Dragons can be more cat-like than dog-like, so...
Oh, nice. He kind
Why
of
do you-
rubs it again.
Why do you think they're so territorial and fond of shiny things?
I never thought of it like that.
It's
Cal,
a good analogy, but not an
genius.
exact one-to-one comparison.
Cal, you're a genius at this. We're gonna make great paws together. It'll be like we're a couple. And then you hear a sigh from Rosie as
Al is like, I appreciate the thought, but no.
Lulin is going to he's gonna chuckle to himself, and then he's gonna just do like a slight elbow nudge toward the girl. Oh, for Reese.
What?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
All right. Cal, you put the age in the
Wheelbarrow, and we started off.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, let me, there
so,
we go. Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Alrighty.
Let me-
So,
let
is
me
there a
group
supply
them.
closet nearby? For like janitors?
Yes, it's. What do you need a supply closet for?
Is there a supply closet? Yes or no?
What do you need a supply closet for?
Yes or
Yeah,
no?
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, cool. Lulin is going to approach the supply closet, open it up, see a pushable mop bucket, and then from there remove the top, and then from there he's going to walk back over there. Temporary until we get something better.
I think that'll break immediately. I think that'll just break immediately. It's made of plastic. Reese is gonna go grab his brother's sword and bring him back over.
Alright, so Lulin, with his 19 animal handling, balance the egg on the mop bucket.
I have to go to Toten for this.
I don't.
Let me see.
I don't think this is gonna work. It's. I feel really silly
Oh,
because
it's
I haven't.
that thing. You're using that thing? Holy shit. Okay.
What are you using?
A mop bucket. Like one of those
Oh,
pushable
wow.
mop buckets? Yeah. Can you see why Reese is a little concerned?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
get you in there.
Yo.
I would like to point out that Reese is doing the exact same track that Cal is. Bro's a little bit more in tune with animals.
Here you
Not
go.
really.
Can you move it, Will? Can you move the mop bucket?
I can.
Yeah, I can move it too.
Alright, good.
Alright.
It's so
So-
funny how I could technically just carry this, but like in game, Reese cannot lift jack shit.
So, let's go to the forge now. As he taps
Alright.
the top of the egg. You ready for an adventure?
You see the age kinda it's still settled into, and you can see it like it's not shuddering because it's saying yes, but because it's cold.
We should go.
Yeah.
Reese's cat. Actually, no. The cat is also cold. It's a void cat. Never mind. I was gonna have the cat just chill with it, but like that's a bad idea.
Alright. So are you all going to the gear shop, or are you going to unknown acquisitions?
Oh, let's go to the gear shop. That's where Gare is.
What's the? I can't remember the.
Let's go.
Yes. Felix will hold the egg. Like he'll take off his jacket, whatever his fucking most outer article of clothing is, and kind of use it as a holder for egg.
What's your strength?
Egg
Oh wait,
sling.
it's like 30 pounds. You're just walking a little slower than everyone else.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're a bird. You can fly. I now have to copy a mop bucket. This is very interesting for me.
It's horrendous, isn't it? Let me pull you up a PNG.
Gosh. All right. So there's new Felix. I have to get new Cal and Lulin, because you guys are a bit different. Yeah. I'm.
Is it in yet? I'm hitting paste. I'm not sure if that's helping.
Don't worry. I think. Yeah. I got it.
You see it, or is it on the map?
I got my own mop budget thing. Don't worry. All right. Boom.
I think that's the same one. No, mine's different. Mine doesn't have the mop.
Cool. Alright. But yeah, you guys arrive at the gear shop. And here I'm gonna copy Taos, Toten, and Monch over. Oh gosh, so much shit to over. But yeah. So you guys walk in, you hear the doorbell ring, and Dare kind of turns around to you all, and he looks quizzically and goes, "Oh, it's that time of the year again."
Yeah.
Oh, well, nice to meet you again, class 7, right?
7.
Well, what can I help you for?
Me and Lulin, he like gestures to Lulin, need a forge hot enough for the egg.
Hmm, that is a mighty fine disposition you have yourself.
Also,
Well,
we need
see,
some. We also need something that can help maintain constant heat.
yeah. And I can't take out alone, so
What do you mean, take out alone? This is not a big.
well, no. Well,
I'm
Lulin's first suggestion was take out alone and buy something. I don't have any money, and I also can't take out alone. So, could we just work out an agreement? Can we borrow your forge?
Well, kind of looks at you quizzically, and he's seen Raihan before.
Giving him the biggest puppy dog eyes.
You don't really want this egg to be cold now, do you? As he basically starts to like lift up the egg next to puppy dog Reese.
That is a fine problem you have found yourself in, but oh shit. I gotta go real quick.
Okay.
I will be back in 15 minutes. Okay.
No worries.
Okay.
Sorry, military things, but
There you go.
yeah. Dare
Wait a second.
probably suggests working it off. That's his suggestion currently.
Oh, okay. I also have a suggestion when you get back, but go do your thing.
Alrighty. So I guess we'll just have our own conversations for during the walk then. So
Sure,
go ahead.
okay, so there probably isn't too much space, and if the forge is a decent size, do we have to probably keep it outside? But then again, I don't want to leave an egg exposed to the
I
elements.
don't think it's a good idea to just leave it outside. It's not
Yeah.
exactly the middle of summer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Koo seems to like it, but she's not exactly the warmest thing. He says as he's actively holding the cat back from going and curling up around the egg.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, a little cat scarf.
She's like in his arm, like in his hands. Like, you know how like people like pick up cats by like under their shoulders? She's like right there, and she's kind of like, you know how like dogs like paddle in the air? She's kind of like doing that, trying to like reach out to the egg, and Reese is just holding her under her armpits.
Mm.
Reese animals does not compute.
Reese is actually the track that deals with animals and living beings and like nature and shit.
I thought yours was all about souls.
We're in the same one.
Right.
I remembered that. Which one is it called? It is also about souls.
I forgot we picked those.
It's also nature. Cultivator. Reese and Cal are cultivators. Like, that's Reese's whole thing. It's because he picked it so that way he could figure out how to turn his brother into a normal human being again.
Mm.
Like, while this should be up Reese's alley, it's not. I mean, it would be. He just can't pick up the egg.
Right.
His 18 strength is useless here. That's a joke. Illumin's online for a little while.
They're currently working right now. Babysitting.
Oh, they
job.
are?
Oh.
An actual like baby. I got a picture.
Okay.
Ah. No.
So right now, all I can really think about is just possibly just like a container or like a portable oven kind of thing with legs.
But
Not with legs,
shrug.
with wheels. So
Hey, so Pixis, what are your thoughts on your partner and all? I didn't know you two were close.
Or not.
Oh,
I know my face, not by anything else.
I see. Very pragmatic, I guess. He does seem capable.
That was the hope. He seemed like the kind of guy who would actually work instead of slacking off. Therefore, it made more sense to pick him.
Mm.
How do I draw Emperor Palpatine? I'm working on my next project for Violet Comedy while we're waiting, so
Okay.
Because
mhm.
I should probably be working on my project while we're waiting, but like, I don't wanna.
no. Shit.
Oh yeah, the finale epic was nice.
Mm-hmm.
The of
Forever
Epic
ago.
Musical?
Uh-huh. Yeah, Alu and
Yeah,
I
it was cool.
watched the whole thing.
I haven't seen enough of the animatics. I've seen animatics, just not the specific like
I just listened to it
YouTube
when
ones.
it came out.
Mm.
Yeah, same. I also listened to it.
Because it came out like Christmas Day?
Yeah.
It came out the first saga released on Christmas a year ago, 2 years ago.
No, like the latest,
Oh, the last one. Yeah, that was on
the last
Christmas.
saga. Yeah, it's on Christmas.
I'm currently writing a note to my niece about 3 important phrases that they
Those
could use.
being
The one I stole from you, what are you excited for? The other one is, so do you want to be heard or do you want advice? And the last one, I'm not telling.
Okay.
Okay.
That one's more of
Digress.
a, that's more like a family phrase kind of thing.
Okay.
noted.
Oh yeah, Skid.
Mm-hmm.
I do know since tomorrow is a holiday, will you be busy?
Yes, I still have classes.
Okay, cool.
Only the offices have off. My teacher for my comic class actually sent out an email, and he put literally yuck, yuck, yuck at the bottom of it.
Nice.
Like YUK yuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's weird. I like him, but like, hold on. Let me screenshot this. Yuck, 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 period. Floyd Hughes. Put it in shitpost. My professor is 68 years old.
Nice.
And I know that because his birthday was on the first day of class.
Who's currently getting chased by the cops?
Not me.
Oh, I live right next to an ER.
Alrighty. So how many stars are you at right now for the cops to be that pissed at you?
Huh?
GTA reference.
It's a GTA reference. Your wanted level is represented by a certain number of stars. 1 star means like 1 patrol cruiser's probably after you. 5 stars means that you have the entire police department on your ass.
And the army.
In the army.
Fun.
Are you gonna answer the
Um,
question?
They're not police sirens, they're ambulances.
I started watching Transformers animated. It's all on
I'm trying to-
YouTube.
Oh yeah, that one.
That one. The one where they're shaped really nicely.
Yeah, a lot of people were making fun of the art style, but apparently there's been a huge renaissance for that show in recent.
Yeah. One of the people I follow on Twitter was making fan art of it, and I was like, oh, those shapes are really good, I'll watch it. I think the animation is very lackluster, but the character designs are lovely. Also, Tara Strong's in it, because she's in everything.
Yep.
Yep. She's in everything from, like, the early 2000s. And 2010s. And is still in things. She's just in everything.
Pretty much, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the last 2D animated Transformers show ever.
Really?
Everything else has been done 3D CGI.
Damn.
Yeah. If I'm not, if I remember correctly, which I probably do, because apparently the opening episode uses like stock footage from like the original cartoon from like the 80s,
Yeah.
and and the show, like so many other things, takes heavy inspiration from that generation of shows.
Yeah. I'm enjoying watching it so far. I still need to get around to watching Transformers 1, but I don't think it's on streaming yet.
It should be on Paramount, I think.
It might be on Paramount. I gotta check Paramount.
Yeah.
This week I was supposed to watch an animated thing to do my assignment on, but I can also genuinely just do Akira again because it's a different assignment than last week's. So I get to write about Akira again. And I might just do that because that sounds easy. Than just like real quick speedrunning watching Memoir of a Snail. That was what I was gonna watch.
Do you need recommendations?
No, I have things I want to watch, like with friends and stuff. It's just that I don't have the time.
Well, fair enough.
Unfortunately. Like, it's due Tuesday, and tomorrow I'm doing stuff 9 to 9, stuff being class. Suffering.
Good suffering or just suffering?
I'm constantly suffering. I'm tired. I mean, not actually suffering. I'm just tired and a little bit overworked. And I don't have grocery money. It's okay. I have like a bazillion $1 bills. that I'll give to some poor worker at the food emporium. Tomorrow, during those 3 hours I have in between my classes, not only do I have to do my homework for my evening class, I also have to go to the grocery store, or else I'll have nothing to eat. And that's bad.
It is, yeah.
Very.
Okay, I think we're in a good enough spot. I've established the opening shot, and I've drawn a rough sketch of Palpatine on his evil chair. I mean, I'm not joking. He has like one of the most evilest chairs you've ever seen.
He does.
Why not? I'll post some work in progress pics of what the thing looks like for now. Oh god, that's terrible. Don't do that. As usual, you'll find it in my usual spot.
Yep. Insurance claim. Why is the space between the Emperor files and an insurance claim so fucking big?
I can't tell you.
Yo, I'm alive.
Welcome back.
Are you doing it on like a slide?
Welcome back.
No,
I hope
I'm
you know
not.
they can
It's just
hear
the
you right
font I downloaded.
Oh, okay. You can change the space in between lines.
I know I can.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. I hate being a graphic designer as much as everyone else does.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Wow.
Quote
every
that yourself.
every
Quote
single
that
graphic
yourself.
designer I've ever met fucking hates being a graphic designer, but it's what breaks in money.
All right, hello everyone. I'm back.
Hello. I've met like
Alright.
2 graphic designers who actually like graphic design.
I've been doing some work for my next project for Viral Animation Coop. You can see it in my
Ah.
Doodle channel.
I have been
Alright.
writing in my journal.
Ooh, that's fucking Star Wars S. I love Star Wars. Favorite trilogy, favorite movies.
I watched
That was
a-
actually, I think Star Wars the first movies I ever saw.
I watched a sci-fi movie pre-Star Wars, and it made me want to throw up.
That's
That's
very
how
interesting.
influential Star Wars was. I watched the Logan's Run. Don't watch it. If you've already had, I'm sorry.
To be fair, Logan's Run is based on a book.
It is based on a book. It's also a bad book. But, like, the movie is terrible. It came out the year before Star Wars, because Star Wars changed everything. Logan's Run is so bad. My friend
I
had to
mean,
watch
is
it for
it-
a class, because they're
Maybe
redesigning
I've
the
just been
sets.
talking Star Wars while I've been gone. If
No.
so, that's very
Fuck.
me.
No, I was bitching and moaning about my classwork.
And then I was
Ah.
discussing how I was getting a head start on my classwork because,
Yeah.
Ah.
well, let's be honest. Never mind.
Someone's gotta. If it ain't me, it's gotta be you.
And Skid pointed out that the spacing in my work in progress is a bit off, and I was like, I'm aware.
Yeah, your kerning's a smidge off. It's okay though.
And that's why Skid said I hate being a graphic designer as much as the next person.
I do. Unfortunately, I now know what Helvetica is, and I know that it's everywhere. I'm filled with the hatred of fonts, but also a weird, strange adoration of them. It is hell. Anyway,
Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to add the AIDS to the title straight. Shit.
haha.
Wow.
I actually gave you all summons. I mean, this was my plan from the beginning, but I didn't. Never mind. Let's get back to it.
We are in Gare's Emporium. Cal is there for some reason. I guess moral support?
Moral support.
Yeah.
I'm here for moral support then. Let's go.
And-
Cal is here
and-
to make sure that Reese and Lulin don't fuck up miserably and somehow hurt the egg, because I feel like that would upset Cal more than anything else.
Yes.
Yes.
Cal is there to do damage support.
Damage support.
Alright,
Let's talk about it. Do you have any kind of like spare, like, I don't know, anything that could help with like a forge for a brass dragon? I mean, you ever have been contracted to maintain the health of a brass dragon egg?
No, I haven't. This is usually the kids come by and they have a whole assortment of ideas on how to do it themselves. That's usually the project for you all. Has it changed up this year?
I wasn't here last year, so I wouldn't know.
My idea is to come to you and ask if we could borrow your forge.
That is a mighty steep thing, because I would have to keep the forge lit at all times for one age.
Reese remembers last time how Gare looked at his brother's sword. He's gonna, like, take his sword off his back, unwrap it, and, like, look at him. He's gonna go, I'll let you take a better look at my brother. My sword. I'll let you take a better look at my sword. He sweats. He sweats nervously. It's not because it's hot in here.
Anyone want to help Reese before Gare?
I could also.
I don't know. but Gare
Reese
does
also
have-
has. Reese also has the Scimitar of the Seven Seas. Reese
I
pulled
use
that out from
persuasion?
somewhere.
Well,
Uh,
I'm sure.
You need to help me. I have a negative, a charisma
help?
score.
All right, how are you two helping?
I mean,
I have a +2 in persuasion.
That's
That's barely good.
What do I have in persuasion?
I have a -1 to persuasion, so anything that's higher than mine, appreciated.
I mean, what is it called? I'm sure you two can come to agreement. I'm like, you don't need to run the forge all the time, and I'm sure, Reese and
Wait,
Lulin.
according to the sheet that you sent, Cooper, it doesn't need all day heat. It only needs an hour of warmth.
That was for a normal chromatic dragon.
How much
Well, then
None
does
for the
why?
the bronze dragon need?
the
it
bronze.
all day?
The metallic ones are different. You need that at least consistent. It has to be
Consistent.
like once per day,
At this
Once
point,
per
we
day
should
for
just-
how long?
an hour.
An hour? Okay, so in the forge for an hour then.
Oh yeah, so we'll just take turns bringing him to the forge. We'll watch him and then take him back.
Yeah, Reese kind of like looks down at her because again Reese is taller than him. It's only for an hour. And during that hour you can
We can clean up the
at
place.
these.
We could do chores around the store to make up the difference until we're able to start paying for it.
a giant floating arrow above Reese's head that says that he actually knows how to smith and take care of weapons.
Are you going to say that, or do you want me to infer that?
No, I'm going to say that.
Okay.
That was me making a joke. Anyway, I know how to clean and look after weapons if you need someone to do that.
And on off days, I can help with chores around the shop.
Just for an hour of warmth each
All
day.
right, one of you roll me persuasion at advantage.
I think we
Uh,
both
one
have
of you two.
-1 persuasion.
I think we're
One
both
of
on
you
it.
two.
I'll do
I
it.
mean, I was trying to persuade them before I was interrupted.
Yeah,
So it's fine.
That's a 10.
Let me try Lulin then. Let me try.
Yeah,
No,
please.
one of you. One
rolled
of
a
you.
10.
One
a
of
10.
you.
I rolled a
I
10.
already said one of you.
We're
I rolled
both
an
talking
8
to the
and-
guy, Cooper.
Yeah, I know
And
that.
So
But I
we
DM
did
both,
roll
say
that-
one
we
of
both
you.
have equally invested
Yeah,
interest
that's why
in
you
this
have
roll.
advantage. That's why.
Yeah,
give you
I
guys
did just
advantage.
roll at advantage. I rolled an 8 and an 11, and that 11 becomes a 10.
Wait. Oh, right, -1. I was about
I have
to
a
say-
-1. So does Will.
I thought you were getting the average.
No.
That
All
wouldn't
right.
be 10.
All right, it's just.
I know, but,
it's a
it makes
10. We'll
more
see how
sense
this
than
works
just-
out.
Yeah. So,
So, in total, we are offering him 1 to look at Raihan, 2 to check out the Scimitar of the Seven Seas, 3 to clean his shop and all of his weapons for an hour a day
yep.
to warm up our egg.
Cal is not doing a damn thing.
That's okay.
It's not your
Is-
project.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
ain't your project.
I'm just looking around for, I'm just looking around to see if they have Windex.
Probably do. They probably
Like stuff to polish, like a gem polishing kit.
fair.
That's what Cal's looking for.
They all have a manner of tools, but we'll get to you in a minute. So, all right. Gare slowly kind of looks at you and kind of breathes a very heavy sigh. I guess, do any of you have a... Are any of you majoring in spellcraft work? The art of arcane and sigil work? Do you two?
I study literature, however, I could potentially help with that. He needs
I'm
a
in the
runesmith.
cultivator tract.
Runesmith?
He's asking if we can make magic runes for him or something.
Technically, Reese can. He doesn't know that though.
I mean, Lulin studies almost every subject on the intelligence chart, or intelligence skills, so if you can find a way to contribute.
Alright. Since you will be doing this for an hour, and I am running my forge at what level, what intensity again? Is asking for the temperature.
I'm finding it 1710 degrees Fahrenheit.
That is possible. I will need one of you to be my helper cleaning up for the. I already have somebody cleaning up and helping with sales. One of you will be my. Let's go with the word beta tester, and another one of you will be having to help my friend with his scroll work, which has.
Dibs on scroll work.
Okay.
Alright. But yeah. Every day that you come in, that will be the cost. Is that alright with it? I will, since you are students and you are helping me, I will pay you, but not as much as you usually would.
That's okay. Sure. What do you need tested?
We will get to that in time. But let me write up a contract just so we all can agree to the terms.
Okay.
So Jared will write up a contract. It's fairly basic in nature, but it does, specify the requirements. Hey, once per day, you will come in. You will be getting your work here, and you will get 5 gold per hour.
Oh god, hell yeah.
Oh, by the way,
you are
got like a
working 1 hour, so it's technically 10 gold, but split in half to you two.
That's
Yeah.
chill.
So do you like have like a special not exactly a wheelbarrow, but do you think you're potentially able to craft a carriage for this thing?
A carriage? Sure. How big?
About the size of the dragon egg.
So 3. Yeah, I'll run you a simple. How much is a carriage?
It's more like a
Wildly
it's more like
overpriced
a
depending upon where
baby
you
carriage.
7,000?
Damn, we're not asking for a carriage. We're asking for something to put the baby in.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. 100 GP.
Alright, we can't afford that right now. Alright then. So,
I
do a wheelbarrow?
have 99 GP.
Do you want
Wait,
me
you
to
have 99?
give you that?
I have 99.
I have 15.
Yeah.
You pay 90, I'll pay the other 10.
Okay.
All right, you two have gotten yourself a carriage for your Dreadnought. As you kind of, what do you do with the wet mop bucket?
The mop bucket? So
Yeah.
Lulin, he's just gonna go, I'm gonna pay him back to the classroom anyway, so I'll bring it back then.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Not
Like,
bad,
you gotta
Reese.
Put this little guy in the forge.
Mm-hmm. I
Alright.
mean, once we're working here, I can actually probably come here on my own and do that on my off nights. I don't sleep.
I
Alright.
do.
So the contract has been formed.
Yippee! So this
Alright.
guy doesn't want to look at my brother's sword.
He has experimenting to do, and calling it brother is both a testament and a problem.
But the testament and a problem? There's a soul in there!
Yeah. Hasn't
Yeah!
worked with soul before.
His son has.
He didn't teach him that.
He did not.
Wait, are these? Oh, these are scrolls. Okay. Damn, it's so
Yeah.
long.
All right, but
How's
Felix Pitsis and well, technically, Diego, I believe you wanted Dare to do something about that trident, not that trident, that spear that you had.
Yeah, hang on. Give me a second.
So,
Yes.
oh yes.
Yeah. Cal will walk up to Gare and pull out the spear he has.
Mhm.
I had an odd question for you that I think you might help me in answering.
Of course, young one. What is it?
This spear is attuned to use aquatic water-like magic. And I was wondering what process would be involved in reforging it, but where it would be focused more on like using fire as a elemental focus instead.
Well, it is. He kind of like takes it from you. He looks it over. He kind of pushes his glasses down, and that old man look at it. Already with the water element is going in the complete opposite direction. Fires already are quite badass. If it was ice or even gravity, it would be a little simpler, but if you do want it fire, we would need to. He kind of like points at like the kind of to the spire around it and like the base of it, the kind of the pokey bits, I'll say. We would have to reforge these elements here and then hope it sticks together after that.
Huh. But it is doable?
Of course. Magic is always in flow. It can be shifted and, well, created into something new. I think that is the beauty of magic and its elements.
That's reassuring to hear, I guess.
So, you would like this done, correct?
The what?
You would like this done, correct?
The stun ability?
No, you would like this done, correct?
Oh, done. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's doable, and, I'm willing to give my own magic to help expedite the process if it's necessary. I am a fire genasi, so if that helps at all, then
It actually might, as well as your friend behind you. And you see Monch, who's like, is like licking the aid, obsidian aid that you have.
yeah, about him.
Well, some of his scales might be of help to this.
Well, I do have a few of he has been shedding a few scales. I need to double back to my dorm to get some of them.
Alright, well, here, let me give you a list on what I will try to remake it.
Alright.
Alright, do you want me to say this or to type this to you?
You could type it out or say it as whichever you prefer, honestly.
Fuck it, I'll do both.
Alright.
Alright. He's going to need 3 things. Well, technically 4 things, because GP is required. But, first off, some 5 red dragon scales.
Alright.
Then, because you did offer some of your fire genasi parts, it would be a lot of your hair.
Alright. Cal's head isn't on fire, so,
Yeah.
it's just very wild hair, so he can do that.
Then he will need a fire steel ingot. And then, since you are offering a lot of your hair, that does put down the price quite a bit. It was originally going to be 500 GP, but now it is only 300.
Alright, I got it.
Okay?
Does any one of us have a fire steel ingot?
It's a does.
Yeah.
You also know Unknown Acquisitions does sell them.
Alright.
You want to go buy them.
That is true. At this point, it looks like all I need to do is just rummage around the dorm room for Monch's shedded scales, because he's a growing boy, and getting the money, because I feel like those are the 2 big issues. Yeah, Cal can source all of these reliably over time.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not by this session or the next, but like a while down the road, he'll be able to reforge this piece of equipment. So Cal's gonna Cal's gonna collect the ingredient list, take the spear back. It says, "Thank you, Garrett. Look forward to working with you on this project down the road."
Of course. Well, I will be more than happy to reforge it once you get everything ready.
I sure will. And with that, Cal's going to take the wheelbarrow with the egg and grab Monch, and he's gonna head out.
All right.
Because he needs to set up. He needs to set up a little corner in his dorm for the egg and make sure he has enough room left over for Monch to be happy.
Mm-hmm. All right then. So then, Pitsus and Felix,
Yes.
what would you like to buy? Or welcome to the store. What would you like to buy?
She's gonna. I assume she was like drawing up concept ideas and making a shopping list as they were walking, and so she's gonna show him that stuff.
All right. For the incubation chamber, right?
Yes.
All right then. That's toss some calculating. So you're making it like a 5x5, right? Only for your egg. I'm asking that. Is this only for your egg?
Only for my egg.
Okay.
You said it was 3 feet tall, though, so I was estimating that it'd be like a 4 foot tall by 3 foot square.
Mm-hmm. So, and yeah, do you want this thing mobile?
Yes.
All right. How mobile are we talking? Are we talking jets or wheels? Well, what's the?
I'm thinking, like wheels and handlebar situation,
All right, so like a wheelbarrow-esque. Okay.
or like a dolly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. All right. So you're making this out of steel, so you're using the lowest cost material. You're adding the incubations, and let me check what else you wanted. You also wanted it to.
All of
you
the
wanted it to be
enchantments I can do myself.
shielded. You wanted it to be shielded as well.
I do.
A shielded chamber on wheels, and then infuse it with magic afterwards.
Yeah,
With
which
a
I can handle.
heating and humidity cycle.
Yep.
All right. So, let me roll random generator amount of money in my head, and let's say for all of this, because with the toss of the steel, and then you can get the steel for 2 GP ain't that bad. You need about, I'll say, that much of it, and then you're incubating it, so you're getting glass rods and you're getting wiring, so that's not too much either. So, and then how shielded are we making it? Is it like blast protection, or is it like, oh, it can handle a sword swing?
I was thinking closer to sword swing because it's not going anywhere that would blow up.
Are you sure?
Are you?
If we
Hey.
if we have to go somewhere, Grayson's taking this thing.
It would
Okay.
be a fucking miserable
I
thing
have
if the
I have
big
an
bad
NPC, Cooper.
broke into our home and broke all our eggs out of spite.
That would be hilarious. I don't intend that. She's already made her. Shouldn't have to do it again. Anyway, so yeah, I will say this will cost you 100 metal, another 30 for the intuition, and you're stealing it. Hi, Meadows. Currently busy. Yeah. You didn't go to Jaden. All right, but I will say this will be around 150 to 175 gold.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, shit! I already said 800. What the fuck am I doing? I already calculated this. It's 800. Yeah. Shit, 100. Yeah, it's the 800. Yeah. Or you know what? If you want to barter, you can roll me persuasion. If you want to lower the price.
I will try to roll persuasion then.
Okay then.
'Cause why the hell not?
So I was like, oh yeah, it gives you 800 GP. Why? And I was like, oh yeah, it only costs 170. Tam's making bank.
To 12.
Yeah, sure. All right. Instead of the 800 it would have costed you, it now costs 760.
So she's gonna hand them 7 platinum and then the rest in gold.
Yeah, okay.
70, sorry.
Yeah. And he kind of looks at
Wait,
you.
no. 76. I can.
Hey,
not.
isn't 1 platinum 10
It's
gold?
1
10,
platinum
yes.
equals 10. Yeah.
I was
So-
thinking of it in like hundreds. Yes, 76.
Yeah. So Pitsis has made 40 GP through this interaction. So Dare
Who
kind of
knows?
looks
I
at
might
you
need
funny.
that later.
Yeah, Dare looks at you funny as like you hand him the GP and he's like, well, the platinum, and he's like, oh, you're one of the rich ones. I did not know.
No, I'm not. Partner, the we're doing this with partners. Grace, and he's working with me on this project, and he gave me the funding because I'm building the thing.
Oh, the prince. Right. That's like right. Well, more tidings to you. This does seem very interesting. This incubation gen. I've never seen anything like it. Are you planning to put a giant shield on the front of it?
I mean, I want it to not break, so yeah.
I did not know. Usually they like to keep this in their domes, not move it around. But he kind of looks at all of you, slightly bow-stormed. You all seem to be a adventurous bunch.
It's gonna stay put as much as possible, however.
Not that we
I
want
want
to be
to
an
prevent
adventurous bunch.
Happens.
accidents.
Well, we like it or not.
It's fine. I knew
Out of our control.
one like that back in my younger days, technically.
How old is he?
Somewhere Rio sneezes.
He is at the end of his lifespan. He is around 800.
Rio's old.
Oh,
Damn.
He is at the end of that lifespan.
Somewhere in the world, Rio sneezes and goes, ugh. Gross.
All right, but yeah, that's how much it cost you.
cool.
All right then. Felix, is there anything you would like to get?
They wouldn't sell cloth here, right? Like at all.
No, they do.
Could I buy a couple feet of cloth?
Yards, cloth is usually measured.
Yards?
Sure. That just a few yards.
Yeah, just something to keep the egg warm. And I'm not looking for anything too complicated. Do you have any like metal loops I could have? Also, DM, would Felix be able to fly with this thing? Because it's only 30 pounds, quote unquote.
Yeah, you could.
Yo, all I'm saying is, hope you regret not clipping his wing. All right. Then yeah, I would just like a few yards of cloth and a few metal rings to kind of just latch, so I can make a little cradle for it.
Oh, all right. That would be simple. Good 35 GP.
35 GP. All right, cool. And I'll rummage through and awkwardly try to balance the egg as I hand him 35 GP.
All right. He takes it, and he hands you the material, and well, you're off. Anything anyone else would like to do before you go wherever you wanted to go?
What did I
No.
call it? A satchel? A bag? What?
A sling?
Cradle.
A cradle. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Wait, sorry.
No?
Could I go and buy the sending stones?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. And I'm guessing it's just 150.
Uh, let's. How much money do you have?
There's legacy, and then what? They update it? I have, 150 around that much. 350. Sorry.
I'll be nice. 150. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Here you go. 150.
All right then.
I will take my sending stone.
So you have all what you guys came here for.
Yay.
Yay. Your little aides are now Aiden.
Eggs are now egging.
So, you do technically have the rest of the day, but I will slightly move you guys over to your dorm for now. As I asked, what would you guys like to do for now?
Is there really
I
no
do.
difference?
I can move us on to the next event, but
I now
I
have
guess-
2 lives. There we go.
I guess I just I meet up with Urza Matok, thank God. And then just trade off the sending stones.
yeah, he takes it diligently before he quickly leaves.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. I believe you all have your dragons to go, and only one of them is technically named right now.
Later problem. Later problem.
Yeah.
Reese is gonna
anything?
try to figure out what the fuck to do with this scimitar he has.
Cal is back at his dorm, establishing a little nest for the egg.
Cutesy.
Ooh.
Pixis is gonna go into artificer mode and build a thing.
All right. I guess. Yeah, you're doing craftsmanship, and technically Tal is as well. So, fuck, I don't even know what skill I would ask you to roll this. I guess nature or animal handling for Cal, and your artificer tools for you, Pitsis. Which I think is on your intelligence.
That's an 18.
It should be
Ooh.
intelligence.
I also, yeah, okay, I can just roll flat intelligence then. Ooh, 22.
Damn. Okay. So, to the rest of you, you see Cal and Pitsis just go straight into work mode as they kind of just whip up. You see, what kind of nest does Cal build?
Well, using his knowledge, he's just essentially establishing a little nook in a room for the egg. To the best of his abilities, based on what worked for, Monch's egg, he's trying to basically replicate that for the obsidian dragon egg.
All right.
Pixis is also gonna be whistling while she works.
Ooh, all right. Here, let me did all players. Cal, you finished your creation way before Pitsis does theirs. And you have this nice little nest for your egg. I'm gonna
Neat.
ungroup them. For you, Pitsis, it is
Yes.
You ever hear that like bang 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 wang wang sounds? That
Yeah.
is basically what's echoing out of your room as like you're welding this thing together. You're taking like bits of wiring and making sure it's incubated correctly, and you're doing a pretty fine fucked up job right now. And Clive's just kind of looking behind you. It hands you a wrench when you need it. It hands you like the .32 bolt when you request. As for Lula and Reese, you have your carriage and your mop bucket. Age.
Not referring to it as the mop bucket egg.
It's always going to be the mop bucket egg.
The mop bucket
egg.
You're like, what do I do with this silver bronze dragon that I have now? Ah, yes, the mop bucket.
Not my idea, but it worked.
It did.
It did.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Yeah.
You now have a 2x1 carriage. Let me.
I get the egg out of the mop bucket.
Yeah, there. Just put in like the corner in the bathroom or something.
The egg is below the thing.
Oh, let me fix that. There
Yeah.
Alright. And Felix, you're kind of just looking at... Are you crafting the knapsack for it? Just like with your own 2 talons?
Yeah. I don't see why not. Felix kind of.
Alright.
Yeah, and I'll kind of just set it up next to the window for now.
Alright. Go ahead and just
Oh, wait,
roll
I
me
can-
leatherworkers tools? Or just straight dexterity? Yeah.
Yo, straight dexterity? I'd love to hear
Yeah,
that.
straight dexterity. You're cutting, you're sweeping.
This place still doesn't sell thieves' tools, correct?
No.
14.
14? Alright, it
You
comes
know who
out,
has thieves' tools, though?
Pizzas.
What?
You know
Oh.
who has thieves' tools?
Well, you need leatherworkers tools for this.
Well, no. I just looked at my tools again and I was like, I still don't have thieves' tools. I need to get that sooner or later.
The road without thieves tools is wild.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm an upstanding citizen who doesn't participate in thievery.
Alright, so... Yeah, you slowly build this knapsack for... I'm gonna just call it a... What's the thing you hang between 2 trees and like there's a...
A hammock?
Mac?
Yeah! Because I need an image for this thing. I'm like, what the fuck looks like it?
After
Well,
Philip is
actually, that would be a
done
great
making
time
it,
for
they
that.
kind of
There's
put it-
also
Oh, he
baby
did. He's
slings.
chasing me.
I think
What?
baby sling might be more of what you're
we could
thinking.
do a-
I don't know if there's a
maybe?
baby sling token.
After Felix is done crafting this hammock cradle baby sling, you kind of just like step back, kind of put his hands in the box type thing. It's like, okay, not bad for the first time. I'm sure I'll get better at this.
Yeah. Where do you want to put it?
Let's just have it. What is this thing that it's above right now?
That is your dresser. That is where you store your clothes.
I'll just have it again, like attached to this desk and wall table thing.
Okay. I'll flip it. Flip it.
Yo,
There you go.
banger.
Boom. Absolute cinema. Look at that Photoshop work. Alright. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you kind of hang it between your desk and your end table, and you see them like slowly skirt together as like you put the egg in, and kind of just shines at you. It's glow, kind of, being eclipsed by the sun as it. You ever did like that glare effect? It's like that.
Cool. I'm sure that won't be annoying to deal with.
All right. And so your first day of taking care of the eggs ends. As well, so does your first week. As we skip ahead to the 26th of the Guardian Moon. Yeah, bitches. Time travel.
Passage of time?
Alright. Oh yeah, let me do an incubation.
I've been taking my meds every day.
Has to be said.
Also,
Has to
where
be
do you
said.
want this? Where do you want this thing? It's just, where do you want this?
Would I want this thing? This thing. Oh, that's a thing.
Whoa! Tell you that.
I was looking at a different screen. Well, it's on wheels. She can move it around.
Correct.
I think right now she's gonna. Can I grab it? I cannot grab it.
Oh, here, let me
Cooper.
fix that for you. I'm fixing it. Give me a minute. It's a lot of items.
She
I'm gonna
will
have to do a
put
comparison.
it there-ish.
There-ish? Okay,
It's
right by
not
your
gonna-
window.
Yeah.
I die.
It's snapping to the sides.
Yeah. We'll ungroup that, and then put the age right in the
In the thing.
yeah. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Look at that.
And now it can be grouped.
Alright then. So, technically, a week does pass. So, you have went from the 20th of the Guardian Moon to the 26th. So, Reese and Lulin, you continue with your working there, right? To at Dara's thing.
Yeah.
Alright then. You both made has been 7 days, so 7 times 5 is 35?
35.
Yeah, you both made 35 GP over the week.
As what kind of testing did you want Reese to do? I'm curious.
It is fairly weird testing. It is basically Dare is making robots, so he's figuring out how you move, and then he's configuring that to a robot.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, if I punch you in this elbow here, that's how that works. Or if I move your knee up, what muscles move?
Okay.
Basically, human DNA test. And I do imagine Reese does step back a bit when he goes for the back.
Absolutely.
Okay. Fair is fair. But as the week does pass, I will need you all to roll me animal handling.
No.
Yeah.
Do we get any
motherfucker.
advantage?
You
Can
know
I
what?
please roll nature? Please, please,
I'm
please,
glad I'm
can
not
I roll
rolling
nature?
Can we roll?
Fuck.
Can we roll with advantage
No.
with the logic behind it of we are taking care of this thing and loving on it. So therefore,
All right. We'll start from the top. And depending on how you take care of it, I will allow you to change the skill from the normal animal handling check to something else.
Fuck.
So, Cal,
Yo,
as the first week passes of your midterm, and you still go to class, everything, you're taking care of this gem dragon. How do you do so?
how am I taking care of the egg?
Mhm.
Well, I borrow a book from the library about polishing gems,
Ooh, that's good.
and I personally source some good equipment for cleaning gems.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to apply what I've learned to that to taking care of the egg, on top of what I've learned from personally dealing with Bonch's egg.
All right. Do you ask Xander for help?
Yeah, I'd ask Xander for help. I'm trying to keep him in the loop of what I'm learning so that, if I'm unable to take care of the egg for long, he'll be able to maintain the upkeep as well.
Okay. Even though Xander does stop by a little less than you would probably like, because he is training for the Magic Tower Games.
Right.
But when he does see Sam come by, it's fairly weird because with your two combined, the aid seems to be polished even more, and he will give you advantage on this check because, well, he's good at taking care of and caring. Well, he's good at taking care of people and animals, and that's what this project is all about.
Rolling twice. 17. That's an 18.
All right, plus.
18 plus 6, so that's a 24.
My gosh. How do I add like an A to your dragon?
I don't know. Maybe
Right.
maybe the crystals are like shiny a bit more.
Oh yeah. You know what? Call it high or low.
Low. Last time I did this, I went with high, so I'm going low.
Yeah. All right. We'll put it at a half then. So as you're shining it, you and Xanther are both shining it, and like it seems to really like both the tear from Xander and your expertise. Almost so that it seems to give you a small gift as it slowly rubbles and a piece of it falls off. It's a little chipped as you were rubbing a little too hard, but it seems to be an obsidian crystal. Something you could probably sell. Or cheap. It's up to you.
Cal admires the gem and decides to hold on to it because he
Okay.
does have a lot of books about gem maintenance. And remember, he is half Ifrit. They love gems and precious stones.
Would you like to know how much it is?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, at its current price, it is currently, let me see, obsidian, $225.
Interesting.
Alright. So that's what Cal does for the first week.
Mm-hmm.
Lulin and Reese. How are you guys taking care of this?
Can I please
Grass
roll
dragon.
nature? On my hands and knees.
Wait, what?
I'm on my hands and knees, please.
Give him advantage. That's what he's asking.
No, I'm asking you to let me roll nature.
How are you going to do this?
Oh, okay.
How are you going to make me roll? How are you going to make roll nature?
Okay. I don't know. I feel like Reese. I don't know how Reese takes care of animals. I don't think he's ever taken care of an animal before. I feel like he just like sets it gently in his hoodie pile every now and then. And I feel like his cat like sits on it and he has to like pull the cat off, and every now and then he just goes pet pet. He doesn't know what he's doing.
So, Lulin, you see Reese kind of doing this, and it's
A little sad, actually.
a bit.
How Reese's cat is alive is insane.
Well, it doesn't eat, first off, so.
It has cat food, though.
Which Monches eats.
Which Monch eats. Like, Reese leaves...
Cal's been trying to keep Monch out of the cat food.
Reese puts out cat food for the cat. The cat doesn't eat, so Monch eats the cat food. So Reese is just like, oh, the cat ate the food, so he keeps putting more food in the bowl for the cat that Monch eats. This is why Monch is fat. Lovingly.
So, yeah, wait, Will, are you there? Oh no. We lost the Will.
Oh, I've been talking this whole time while I was muted. So Lulin just kind of observes this happening, and then from there he just goes, ugh. So what Lulin's going to do is in the carriage, am I actually able to make like a kind of like a hammock but a spider webs?
Oh.
Right, spider.
Spider webs. They would be ditty in the carriage, so. I have no reason to not say yes. So yes.
Mm-hmm. So it's just more so because I think there might have been like one or two close calls with the Void Cat doing the cat thing of
Kirby?
knocking things off off
The
of
cat?
platforms,
The cat's smarter than a normal cat
but
by
does
like
but it
a point.
will it rise above its baser instincts to knock bad things off of platforms?
Probably not.
The cat doesn't knock Listen, not all cats knock things off platforms. I'll have you know.
Most cats do.
Not actually. I've never met a cat that knock. I've lived with two cats. Neither of them do.
That's 2 data points.
That's 2 whole cats. That's all of the cats I've lived with. Anyway, Ku likes to steal things and run away with things less than knock things over. Is the vibe I get with. Also, I don't think a cat can knock over an 80-pound egg.
That doesn't stop them from doing that with 100-pound TVs.
Yeah, Ku can't do that though, and also doesn't do that.
Anyways, that's what I do, and then from there, periodically, he would make sure that it's like while when it's Lulin's turn, what he does is that he basically just sits in the room and he basically reads like literature to it.
Ooh, you're going that route. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And when it's his turn to watch it, he basically puts into like a hammock spider webs.
All right.
At one point, one of you guys would have to answer the door after we hear the doorbell ring, as there's a giant fucking spider there, who I've hired to make the spider webs.
What the?
I We'll sort that out later. But yes, you have your spider web hammock. Free enough.
Alrighty. That's what Lulin does when it's his turn to take care of the egg.
Alright. Yeah, so I will ask one of you to roll, and based on that, it would be either animal handling for your Reese, because
Damn it!
you didn't say how you wanted to use nature or
I
figure
don't
out
know
a way.
what the difference is.
Nature's
your
more.
knowledge of it.
Yeah, nature would be more like academic. Animal handling would be more like practical knowledge of dealing with an animal.
I am.
Right.
I mean, like when you think
Or-
about it,
Terrible.
nature could really just be about reading about the specific anatomy of eggs and like the very, very theoretical applications of rearing an egg. Animal handling would be more like the actual practical knowledge to know not to make a bed out of soft, burnable materials.
I rolled a 14.
I didn't. So, either we have Reese do a 1 for animal handling, or Lulin, since you are doing a read through it and you are providing a bed for it, I will say maybe not performance, but you're comforting it, animal handling, or your. Let me look at the skills again.
Sorry, I rolled a 14.
That's for me. You also get to
Your
roll.
Animal handling or medicine.
I think I'd rather roll medicine.
Well, which one of you is going to roll? Because you can either have the guaranteed 14 from Reese or whatever you may roll. Which
There-
would be at advantage because you are helping each other.
I have a +6, kid.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whoa.
23.
Wow.
Down.
So, Reese, you're kind of in the back of this. You've had the aid stolen from you essentially, and you the Hammett kind of comes in. Come on, I needed. I'll fix that up later. But the aid has been essentially stolen from you as light. It rots back and forth, and this is a brass dragon. You did roll high, so high or low?
Low.
Okay. One sec. Ooh, okay. Almost in thank you, as again, the same kind of occurrence does happen. A small ingot does pop off of the brass dragon. Well, ingot is scrap of metal.
Lulin, he kind of sees it as he wedges it away from the spider webs, and he inspects it.
It's fairly good. Even in its kind of dulled and not pure state, it looks fairly valuable.
Interesting. He pets the egg, and he's been talking in Elvish this whole time.
Missing it from its other father already is crazy.
Your Reese can't speak Elvish. He only knows Celestial and Primordial.
Ew. He speaks Elvish anyways.
Okay.
And then from
My son.
there, he basically is like pushing the carriage through the dorm, and then he shows it to Reese, and he goes, "Hey Reese,
Yeah?
check this out." As I toss him the metal, this popped off the egg.
Is it supposed to do that?
Do I roll nature for this? Like, what
You
exactly
can if you
would this? Yeah, what does this mean?
Can I also roll nature for this?
You
Please?
can?
Finally! Fuck!
So no.
No! I rolled a 2! That's a 6.
Kid,
roll-
Cube.
Reese is
not
proving himself to
allowed!
be the failure of the siblings yet again.
Oof.
That's the point of Reese's character. He is the failure.
You're both almost
rolled,
lost on this.
My with +6, that becomes 10.
Yeah, even with it, like, this is more Hal's knowledge.
I knocked
As
on
you're
Cal's
both
door.
kind of.
Oh.
Hey Cal,
Just maybe we should get a book from the
Yes?
library.
hey, what does this mean? As I hold up the metal. This came off of our egg today.
Oh. Is it shedding? Let me take a good look.
Yeah.
Would I know what this is, Mr. Magic DM?
Well, from your own experience, just from the Obsidian Gem Dragon, that this is usually a sign of love from the dragon to its, caretaker.
You're doing a good job.
That's all I need to know. Reese, whatever
Keep
you're
it
doing.
up.
So yeah, Reese, whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Usually, if an
Reese has
egg
got
sheds like that, it's a sign of affection towards its caretaker.
Oh.
You might be able to use the metal bits for personal project once everything's taken care of.
Anyway.
So be sure to collect them or sell them for scrap. Your choice.
Alrighty. What is this, by the way? As he holds up the metal shed.
You have a
Bronze?
brass egg, correct?
Yeah.
Friend.
Might be a bronze-like alloy.
Most likely.
Am I able to tell what it is, Cooper?
It looks to be pure brass. Do you want me to tell you the price?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. For your thing, It is slightly less than the gems, unfortunately, but it is still a headway in that it is 150 GP worth of brass.
Damn.
All right then. We just sell this at the forge next time we go over there.
Sure.
75.
Yeah.
Cool. He pockets it. Oh, by the way, as he basically holds up the egg, expecting you to for you to hold your arms out.
Reese doesn't want to say no, but he gives Lulin a look of, Lulin, are you sure? And he just straight up goes, Lulin, I'm gonna drop it.
He's gonna go. Well, then open the door to your room. Then Daddy's gotta
Oh.
work.
Oh, okay. Reese goes and opens the door to his room.
And then from there, he also made like a custom like spider webbing hammock in your room too.
Oh.
Oh, Josh, made me copy it over already.
Hell.
And then from there,
All right.
it's like a what's the little it's like a cradle for babies. What was it called?
A cradle.
Hammock.
All right. My food has just arrived, so place that where you want it, Reese.
Okay.
That the spider webbing.
I think right here would be good.
All right.
Between his dresser and his desk might be best.
Oh yeah, we gotta definitely use something else other than spider webbing because once that thing hatches, he's gonna set the whole place on fire.
I don't think we keep them until they hatch.
Oh really?
No.
All right, good. Well, anyways, so yeah, spider webbing will definitely help out for the time being, but we definitely need a fire-resistant tarp or something.
Yeah, that might be good.
It's a good thing he just keeps himself warm, doesn't set shit on fire yet.
Well, I mean,
Not that it's wrong to set things on fire, but you know, there's things out here that aren't flammable. As he talks to the egg across the room.
everything's made of wood, but I assume everything has a coating on it?
I mean, one of our fellow classmates.
Reese doesn't want to explicitly reference Cal. That feels mean.
Anyways, so Lulin he's just basically like staying in the room with Reese, and he goes, so
You've never been in Reese's room before.
I think
It's a little bit of a mess in here.
I think he probably has been a few times, but not really actually like stayed in the room.
Yeah, Reese's room is like one of those organized messes. Like he has a pile of hoodies and jackets on like the foot of his bed. And like his desk is covered in papers, but you can tell by looking at them that they're all organized in their own special way. Reese's room is a mess in the nicest way possible.
I am not going to judge.
Judge what?
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 Huh?
Huh?
Who?
Okay.
And then from there, Lulin you're just gonna go. He cracks his back. He goes, "Okay, seriously, you gotta help me with this." So, do you at least hit the gym?
I'm back.
Yeah?
It's
Welcome.
okay.
Yeah, I hit...
It's okay. Okay. Because-
Reese gestures to his medicine and he goes, you were there when we went through what that does, right?
I
Remember?
don't really remember.
No muscle strength
Yeah.
at all.
It's been so long that I have to focus on so much. You forget I sleep, or I don't sleep.
You should maybe do that sometime.
But I don't need to.
Okay. Well, either way, I can't lift up most things. No, this is why my brother was supposed to go here instead of me. I mean, I would stop taking them, but that sounds like a terrible idea. I know that
Okay.
they're not really working
Uh,
like they're supposed to. But
You just need a workout partner. Just go talk to Cal.
I've been-
with his partner.
Cal's a workout partner?
Xanther is basically Mr. So it's fucking Larry the Lobster.
Here comes Larry. And in the other room, Xanther and Cal are just like doing some push-ups to like pass the time.
Yeah. Reese kind of like shrugs at Lulin. Well, I don't really think it's gonna do much, seeing as I'm still taking my meds.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I shouldn't stop
as-
taking them.
As Lulin is like rubbing his lower back.
Again, I would help.
Huh?
I would help. Kinda can't.
It kind of feels like I'm doing a little bit more than you at the moment.
Is there anything you want me to start doing?
Lulin goes, I thought you wouldn't ask, as he basically grabs a chair and he angles his back. Can you please apply pressure right there? I'm getting so many knots on my back. Just carry the damn thing. Not that it's a problem. As he talks, talks. He goes, "You're getting a bit too heavy for Daddy."
Okay. Reese, like, I guess massages his back.
Use your elbows.
I'm trying.
Thank you.
Usually I would help my brother after he was done training.
That can explain why you're so. That explains why you're. This helps. Anyways, I'm gonna need to get some some kind of like muscle relaxers or something. Use the tension.
Muscle relaxers?
I don't know. I'm just talking out. So just making conversation because now that I've actually getting some relief for my back.
Right. My brother was, he was scouted early by the Arena Magic Club, so that's why he had a scholarship here.
Mm-hmm.
So he, yeah.
I'll look up some exercises to stretch even better. Anyways, I gotta take care of some more things. Thanks for taking care of my back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He points at the cat. He goes, "Don't knock it over," as he leaves the room.
The cat just like blinks.
All right.
Every time you enter Reese's room, the cat is lounging in Reese's pile of hoodies.
Nice.
So, as we end that scene, read over to you, Felix.
I, as the player, will be so fucking depressed if I roll badly.
First off, how are you going to take care of this thing?
Felix, it will be just a mix of, given how that there's surprisingly been no assignments throughout this week other than the usual stuff.
Yeah.
You'll
Class and
kind of
schoolwork.
just
You have been having class every day, but
yeah. Through the intermediate times, whether being using through the sending stone or whatnot, you'll try to or just do communications through classes, kind of be like, hey, want to hang out later and we can both take care of the eggs, and maybe study while we do that.
Here's a montage. Usually applies usually takes about an hour or two. But he agrees to studying, and sorta agrees to taking care of the aid.
And I'm guessing he has Urzamotok has some sort of schedule that he's made.
When he does arrive, he does give you a list of how to shine aid, and it looks, how do I say this, the most tedious thing you could ever imagine.
She also kind of just look at it and it'd be like, honestly, this is this feels like hazing again. And he'll kind of just try his best to follow through his the thing, but if he notices the egg responding better to certain differences, he'll kind of be like, I'd rather listen to the egg than Urzuma talk. I hope he understands. But he won't bring it up to him.
Yeah. Fair. Very fair.
And then just during his free times, I guess, just he'll kind of just take it out on just like a gentle exploration, kind of just like walk around with it.
Ooh.
Maybe
Alright.
just like fly up to tops of roofs and kind of just talk about life to it.
All right. So, Urzumatoch is technically a hindrance.
I can't do this. He needs to be my carry.
The thing, so as much time as you do spend with it, how do I say? Oh, right, an unemotional available character.
Real.
Emotionally unavailable.
Emotionally unavailable. But yeah.
See.
But so with this, I will allow you to either roll animal handling, or because you are taking it out and talking about life, using persuasion to help you to roll.
No advantage, right? Because of Urzuma talk.
Urzumatoch's a hindrance, correct?
Dude, what a bitch. At least I get some sort of. If I get, I'm gonna be so fucking. Okay.
He does
we're fine.
add
we're fine.
a d4 to your. He adds a 1.
Yeah, yo. Oh, thank God. Okay, I got 14 plus 3 plus 4, technically 18.
18. So with the 1, that makes it a 19. So it doesn't break the barrier.
No.
Of...
18 including the 1.
Okay. So it doesn't break the barrier of the kind of what Cal and Reese and Lulin have experienced, but it doesn't seem to be. It's content, you know. It's a happy little child for you two, and it just seems to like. It does seem to like the hammock that you made it, the baby cradle, and it seems very just content living with you and not Urzumatoch as the time grows on.
You know, he means well. He's just busy with work, you know.
You gotta understand, like I love him, but like you don't have to. All right, but yeah, that is how the week goes for you, Felix. And then let us move over to you, Pitsis.
Yep.
So, how do you take care of your age?
There we go. She is going to. That keeps clicking to a different thing. Make it part of her routine to, like, in the evenings, take the egg out, polish it again while she's doing that, like, pet it and stuff. But also it's kind of just become another one of those it can't talk back, but I'm gonna talk to it anyway things. Kind of like how she talks to Clive.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's doing homework or just in her room, she'll talk to it.
All right. Are you asking help from Grayson at all, or are you doing by the solo?
Yeah. I mean, I assume occasionally he's visiting, like you said. So tell him about what she's doing with it. It's like, yeah, this is what. I've been taking care of it. My routine, that sort of stuff.
All right.
Taking sure water, you're fine.
So, you're basically mothering hen it. Your mother hen.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're mainly taking all of this stride by yourself, and the incubation chamber is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. as like you're even throughout the week while like you're seeing multiple people go through some stuff, and it's taking up most of their day. You're like, all right, I've rubbed it, I've cleaned it off, back into the chamber. So for this,
it has a door
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
obviously it needs to, and so I bet she would occasionally just like leave the door open and eat
So
love on
I
it
will allow
throughout
you,
the day. Yes.
I will allow you 3 different rolls:
Yes.
animal handling, persuasion,
Uh-huh.
or arcana at advantage.
Arcana, obviously,
All right.
because I have a +5. That is, well, I don't think I'm gonna get better than that. That's a 23.
All right.
Yeah, that 23.
So, what would usually happen, as you would have heard from both Lulin, Reese, and Chow, that when you go
Everyone
above,
fucking-
when you go above and beyond, usually it gives your grievances. Well, it becomes even a more loving creature and like gives you something in return. But for you,
Uh-huh.
when you do reach the phase where you're like, I've been a fucking great parent. Like, no one to take this away from me.
Super.
There... yeah? Yeah? What?
What are you planning?
It's a 99.
Something does change in the age, as instead of it giving something bad, perhaps a moonstone or some opite, you see instead the area around the kind of chamber begins to filter out, and it seems a bit more shinier than it was. And as night would have passed, you see that the area, a small kind of radius around the edge, begins to form. As let me just 5 feet radius. You can see it visibly affecting the area around it. Would you like to touch the area?
As in, it becomes sparkly?
It's becoming sparkly, yeah.
Okay. I mean, she kind of has to touch it because she needs to get close to it.
I mean, you don't have to. You can hop in bed. You don't have to give a rat's ass about this thing.
Oh, but like to take it out of the chamber and stuff, she needs to be able to reach it. So yeah, duh, she's gonna touch it.
Okay. As you slowly go and open the chamber, let me just make sure I'm doing the right thing, because this could, we could change a few things. You feel the area kind of shimmer around you, and a bit of your body feels, how do I put this? Less bound, if that makes sense. You kind of look to your hands, and you see the sparkles that were once there cover over and form ice around your hand, as you now know how to cast Armor of Adithis without spending the spell slot.
Dang.
I know how to do what?
Cast Armor
do
of
you-
Agathis.
Armor of Adithis. Do you know the spell?
No.
Alright,
Google
so it's a level 1 spell, and you gain 5 temporary HP. But if anything hits you in melee, that takes 5 full damage. So it's basically
Wait.
giving you 5 temporary HP once per day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
But
about
if
it.
anything hits me, it guarantees gets rid of that?
But it takes 5 damage.
Okay.
So it's basically 5 extra HP, and if anything hits you in a melee attack, it takes 5 cold damage.
Oh, it takes 5 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes 5
I was
damage.
like, I take 5 damage. Okay. Sure.
No,
Okay, yes, I'm
so
here.
like if Grayson hits you with his sword, and you're like, you would have 36 HP technically.
Uh-huh.
He would get you down to whatever, and then
He would
would
also
take-
take.
he would take the cold damage opposite. Yeah.
Cool.
If I'm not mistaken, Armor of Agathis is like favored by warlocks because it's such a great deterrent against melee attacks, right?
It's a
Correct.
warlock only spell, I'm pretty sure.
Correct.
Yeah, so I was right.
Indeed.
How does that stack with the Gem of the Dragon thing?
Doesn't technically. Something
So-
separate.
No, but I mean, like, if I'm hit and they are guaranteed to take 5, can I also simultaneously use my reaction to do the thingy, and then they take what is it? 2d8 force damage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's not a reaction, that just happens.
Yeah, it just happened, but I'm saying, like, I can do both.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So hitting me is going to be very not
It's
for-
you don't get to choose when Armor of Agathis goes off.
just
If
goes,
something
yeah.
hits you, it just takes that damage.
And then the Gem Dragon is a choice.
Cool.
Alright then.
Cool.
And so that will end our first week here. As
Also,
I
you'll
believe
have to
that
add that because I am not able to.
that will be the end of the session as well. As
Nice.
your first week ends and a ruckus begins.
And like,
I'm throwing hands with Urzumata.
Bro is not helping.
there's
You literally
He was the
There was
reason
Molly.
why I'm the only one that has happy, not a very. I
You have
can't
a
believe
10
everyone got
dragon.
plus 20 though. That's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah. I will put the scores down so far for your grading. So yeah, Reese. What's up?
Reese is not good at doing animal things. Terrible at it. Very funny.
And then Felix, you are at a.
I think it's really interesting that Pixis now has an ability that kind of reflects, like, you know, the coldness of space.
Mhm.
I mean, when I was picking her spells, I purposely kind of tried my best to keep to that.
Hey, Cooper,
Yeah, I mean, you have like,
Space themed.
yeah, now your Armor of Agathis can literally just be like a magical asteroid field that just blows up in ice.
Oh.
Ooh,
Uh,
I never
Cooper?
thought of it like that. Yeah,
how many pills does Reese take a day? Is it 1 or 2?
you take one. You take one.
Okay.
Yeah, that is your current scores for the Hatching of Dragons.
I have 10 pills left, gang.
Just get more. Wow.
Get more.
Just go buy more.
That's not how that works.
Come on, Skid, just go buy more.
You can't just go do that. That's not how it works. Reese needs to send a letter to his dad and be like, Dad, my pills aren't working. I'm also almost out of them. Help. Next
Just go buy
session.
more.
That's not how that works.
I think we had already established that the pills that he's taking have been custom made by his dad, and
They have Starfell in them.
yeah, which is a big red flag for numerous reasons.
Yeah, it's just that Reese is too scared to stop taking them. Because currently they're not working as they're supposed to, and his back has been bleeding for 2 weeks straight now? How that hasn't shown through any of his clothes at all is beyond me. But his back has been bleeding for 2 weeks straight now, and also hurts like hell. And that's because his meds aren't working. So he's scared to go off them fully to see what more happens. He shouldn't
Hey,
go off his
you're still
pills.
taking them.
I'm still taking them. He knows that he probably shouldn't be taking them. He kind of just can't stop.
Are you sure of that?
Yeah, unless someone manages to convince him, he's not gonna stop taking them. It's gonna be very hard, but possible. Until then, he's taking the last 10 of them he has, and then bad things will probably happen, unless he gets more.
So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the session. I know we didn't get to the parts of like serious stuff, but I hope you at least enjoyed the little loony bits.
I enjoyed
The
playing.
setup. The setup.
It helped.
I
It really
enjoyed
helped.
a lot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
enjoyable.
that was good.
But we've got the first week of midterm down. I'm gonna probably give Volturus a
Rundown.
screen from rundown, and like have them take a bit of center stage for a little bit, just so they can be like, oh yeah,
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, no problem.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Magic games are slowly becoming real, and oh yeah, I forgot. Well, no, you already have a team, so
Yeah. Our
Mhm.
class.
Our
Yeah.
class.
your class.
Our class.
Our class. At some point, I do want Reese to ask Cal to spar with him. Because Lulin's kind of right. Bro does need to work out more.
Bro, you're in college. This is the best time to work out.
This is the best time to work out for Reese. Will it help him at all? No. But he still wants to. Work on his own swordsmanship, because he's kind of stealing his brother's. It's complicated.
But yeah, I gotta go to bed soon, so
I
Well,
need to
Sleep
sleep
well, my
better.
man.
As well.
I shall be up in gosh,
Too soon?
8 hours. 8
8
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
Get you 8 hours of sleep.
And then I can't sleep until 9 p.m. the next day. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
I believe in you.
I have classes till 6:30 p.m.
Ew. I mean,
Good
so do
luck.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I've
fun
got,
day.
let's see, tomorrow's Monday. I've got class till 7:30, yeah.
I have class from 9 to 7. And then I go to the comic club.
It's a very fun week we have ahead of us.
Yeah. It gets
I
easier
I don't
past
think I'm gonna
Wednesday.
be able to do this again next week because I'll have more military stuff. But
No
yeah.
worries.
Best of luck, man.
Keep us
Yeah.
updated.
I
Yeah,
will.
whatever.
I'll send a photo. Send a few photos.
Sounds good.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, too.
Farewell.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a good one. I'm
Night,
also heading
Diego.
out.
I'm also gonna head out.
Good night.
I desperately need to make food.
Take care, good luck, and see you guys around.
See
See
ya.
ya.
See
Nope.
ya. And then there was 4. Hello.
Well, one of them's a music bot.
Well, oh, you mute the bot as well?
Hmm?
Do you mute the music bot? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Depends on, most of the time I just turn them down, because they're kind of loud. And then I
I-
have something else going on, whether that's Minecraft or just me doing stuff.
Fair enough. It's distracting. As much as I really enjoy Lunar's music taste, I think most of his stuff is quite good that he picks.
Mhm.